Good morning, everyone. How y'all doing today? Good morning, Dev. Good morning, Wushy. Hope you're all both doing well. Excuse me, apologies. I haven't slept all night and have been dealing with anxiety for the last nearly 2 hours, so I thought what better way than to kick off my day than do a live stream and buy myself a new plane in NEOFLY, because I've been working on it a little bit since the last NEOFLY stream, and we now have enough money once I return our old plane to rent a Cessna Citation CJ4. Now, I've really debated about this because once we get the CJ4, I don't think we can do cargo missions anymore. Let's bring up the NEOFLY stuff here. Hey, it works first time today, lovely. First off, let's turn off satellite view because it's a massive memory hog. Let's go to the plane market, this one here. So they've got the CJ4. Oh wow, the closest one is actually not too far away. Oh wow, there's some that are even closer. Oh wait, these are the rental ones. So this one here is 772,000. Then we have one at Williamson, which is 941,000. And one at Samuel Hill for 992,000. When we trade in our plane, we're going to get $300,000 from our deposit back. But when you can save like, what is it, $220,000? Like this one here has an engine of airframe engine 9798. This one here is 9590. I'm actually really okay with that. Then we might spend like upwards of $10,000 moving over to Samuel Hill. Not Samuel Hill. It's an army base up there. Excuse me. So yeah, we're just, hang on, let's have a look here. We can fly VIP, secret passenger, express. So we can do express cargo still, that's good. And passenger flights. Secret passengers, you can only fly at night, which works for me because sometimes I feel like streaming late at night when I can't sleep. So we're going to hand in our Grand Caravan. Eventually we might get another one to do cargo jobs and stuff, but we're going to return the rented aircraft for $315,000. We are now at $1 million. We will find that CJ4 again. There we go. What's this place called? Oh, I hate this. It just it lags so much. I don't know. It's up at Airlie Beach though. Excuse me. Chute Harbour Road is what it's called. Chute Harbour. So we will put a deposit down on this CJ4 here. We now have a CJ4 in our possession. In the spirit of what we've been doing, even though I recently saw something about Rockhampton that really dampened what I thought of it. I've been flying in and out of it for a while now as we garner up a lot of money. We are going to, let's see if we can bring this to the pilot. $5,000? Well, it's less than the $10,000 I thought. What about if we tried to move the pilot over to the plane? 51.57. Okay, so it's like $2 difference. I'm going to move the plane. Sorry, $1. I'm going to move that to Rockhampton, and we're going to assign ourselves to it. So we now have a CJ4. I could also paint it depending on how much it costs. I need to quickly see which liveries I have installed. Okay, a lot of basic ones. I really want to do the blurred lines livery because it's pearlescent purple and green, and it looks really cool. Other than that, I don't think we have much more beyond that. There's obviously a lot of liveries here, but we don't have... That grey blue one looks really cool. Actually, no. Let's do a job with it in this livery first. NEOFLY up. I know, that's what I'm focusing on. I'm focusing on NEOFLY right now. I'm looking at the paint jobs here. Oh wait, you can't see the drop down. Yeah, there's like a drop down menu that I'm clicking on here, and it's not showing up, but I was focusing on the NEOFLY window too. So, yeah, it's not that I'm looking in-game. It's just not showing up on the window. Okay, so we have the CJ4. Oh my god, now it feels like the microphone's right in my face. We'll just go with the livery that it is right now. I'm just going to get us ready at Rockhampton. Make sure that we are on a live time. Alright, while that's loading up, let's find a job here. I'd like to keep moving north as we said we would. Just that now we can actually move much further. Why has Port Moresby got like a little red dot at it? Interesting. Either way, we can now fly to Mackay if we want to. We should have enough airstrip here to land. That's something that we now need to worry about, is just how much airstrip we have. And how much space we have here. Obviously, we're a faster plane. We're going to use more fuel now. So that's something that needs to be considered as we continue on with more jobs. Flying from Rockhampton to Mackay, not going to use very much fuel and stuff. I'm going to have to start bringing in SimBrief now as well, because we're using a plane that's going to take more fuel, can make fuel efficiency off of the airways and everything like that. So we will have to start bringing in SimBrief into these videos as well. Do you guys want to see what I'm doing in SimBrief, or do you just want me to set it up as quickly as possible and get going with it? I'll leave that up to you. Get going, you think? Okay. Well then, let me just quickly set up this flight then. Hang on, NEOFLY down. Because we're going to have to do some work on the computer as well here, so... Oh my lord, my frame rate, I apologize. Turn on the everything, we'll turn on the pitot heat. We'll initialize our position here. There we go, we are now initialized. Our flight plan is from Rockhampton. Ooh. Not a Burke. We want just Rockhampton to Mackay. Right, let me get this flight plan here sorted very quickly. 15 and 14. Tara's 2 to Welkie 1. Alright, let's see if it has that. There we go. Tara's 4, runway 15. To Welkie 1. On run, we're going to go RNAV. Welkie 1. And then I'm going to have a quick look at a chart for Mackay here so that I know which transition we're taking. I'll clear all that. Alright, RNP, runway 14. We are coming in Loomva. Execute. There we go. So we already have a pretty straightforward... This is how far we're traveling, by the way. Just this distance here. Not very far. Hey, what's up, Howard? How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. What are we taking here? We are taking 1,390 pounds of cargo. Hang on. What's that in pounds? In kilos. 1,390 pounds in kilograms is 630 kilograms. 630 kilograms. So we're going Taras to Taras direct to Welkie. So it's going to be a very quick flight here. And then from Welkie we'll come in the... It says that we're going up to 36,000 feet. That seems a bit extreme for how far we're flying, but we're going to trust it. For now. If we need to make adjustments, we can make them on the fly, so... I'm not too worried. But I also don't see a top of... Oh, there's top of descent. Where's top of climb? Okay, we'll be at 36,000. Hang on, let me actually just edit this. I don't think we should be up at 36,000 feet. 32 maybe, but even that seems a bit nuts. Actually, let's go 31,000. Is your pushback thing a mod? It is an add-on, yes. It is toolbar pushback by Ambitious Pilots. If you are interested in finding it, it's a free add-on that you can use, and I will be using it very shortly, demonstrating how it can work. Excuse me, can you please stop zipping right by 310,000? There we go. And then we will climb at a vertical speed of about 2,000 feet per minute. We can go space shuttle status in this, but I don't really want to, at least today. And I am going to get my briefing preview and input some of these informational bits into the computer. I'm going to try and do this as fast as I can. Ooh. Then Muglu 0.62, 27,100 feet. Dornu. Okay, we don't have Dornu, but we have Ipnet. This is because I have a different air rack on my computer here compared to SimBrief. But the next one should still be Tara's. Nope, there's... Well, best thing I can do here... Oh, I forgot to put in /flight level 310. Actually, what I'll do is flight level 310 or below. Then we will next. Tara's is 310. Then we will clear this discontinuity. You're interested to see it in a video you did and was like, that is so much better than normal method. I know, right? It has been a huge lifesaver. Alright, we're going to clear this discontinuity here so that our flight plan is not broken. Then Welky, we want to be Mark 56, 207,000 feet. Sorry, 20,700 feet. Berno at 120, sorry, 12,700 feet. Sadid at 0.44. We're nearly done setting up the computer here, by the way. I apologize. $8,300. And then Lumva. Actually, that's right. Then from there, we have all of our everything there. Lovely. Right, we're going to pre-plan the pushback here. So that the moment we get our goodies loaded up, we can just get going. There we go. All right. Over to the performance page. The performance initialization. The cruise altitude is 31,000 feet. VNAV, the target speed we will make 250. And the transition alt here in Australia is 10,000 feet. Take off. I need a meta for Rockhampton. Hey. It's okay, I still need to learn this. I've only just started playing this. Oh, whoa, welcome. Welcome to the goodies. All the... Like, you don't... Oh my god, what is this? Yeah, so I went to look up a meta, which is how you read the weather. And I was slammed in the face with all of this color. I can see my house from here. I think this is showing your winds and everything, so it's relatively calm over Australia. Can I please have a meta that I can read easily? All right, here we go. Wind is 170 at 4 knots. The outside ambient temperature is 21 degrees. That is gross for 8 o'clock in the morning. The QNH is 1021. And it will put that into mercury inches for us as well. Very nice. Wow, that map is too close. You're doxing yourself. I know. Runway conditions are dry, so we are good there. Next up, send that over. We will also need to weight match as well as we load up. I think we're actually done here. I think we're ready to go. Who's ready to go on a short flight to Mackay? I will get the just-in-time delivery to Mackay. We have 41 minutes.
Pilot, this is dispatch. The mail that is being loaded up is time-sensitive. No delays, please. Captain,
Hear that?
we have
No
some
delays.
queries marked as urgent. We'll load them now.
I will set up my flaps to flaps 15 for takeoff, and I'm going to adjust my pitch trim so that the nose lifts off much easier as we start to garner some speed. And I'm doing that with these little knobs here in the CJ4.
Transporter from dispatch. The cargo is on board. You are clear to taxi to the runway and take off.
Right, stop holding. Let's get engine 2 running as is customary. Let's load up the My Flight tab in NEOFLY. We need to match to 1560 pounds. There we go, 1561. When N2 here hits 54, we are good to start engine 1. So I'm going to turn on my taxi lights because we will be taxiing shortly. Minimize that. Should have... I'm going to reset my parking brake here. Did I reset it? Nope. There we go. Then we start engine number 1. Okay, let's have a look here. For pushback mod, do I find it in the in-game marketplace? No, I found mine on flightsim.to.
You're good to go. Contact the tower for clearance.
There you go, 1021. Let's turn on nav here. How are we departing? Let's have a look at SimBrief here. SimBrief says to the right. So I will get my heading also set to the right. All right, let's release the parking brake. Let's give it a little bit of throttle here and let's go. Right, we have to land before 8:30. So we have 40 minutes from now to get there. So as we come into the runway, I'm going to turn off my taxi lights and turn on my strobe lights. So I can just turn and just go straight away. I was going to turn on your damper now. Alright everyone, buckle up. We're on our way to Mackay. I should put on the fasten seatbelt for the cargo in the back. Cargo needs to wear its seatbelts too, so. V1. Rotate. Positive rate. Gear is coming up.
Nice flight.
Autopilot is now coming on. And where is Tara's? Looks like we're about to hit Tara's here, then we're going to turn right. Retract flaps. That'll help us a little bit faster. We don't want to go much faster than 250 knots as we're climbing. There we go. Confirmed that autopilot is indeed working as we bank very heavily. If we really had fragile cargo on board, not just... Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. If we had fragile cargo on, not just in time cargo, we'd be in a bit of trouble. Right, so I'm looking at the screens here. You can see here that it says CLB, that is climb. We are now going to start going space shuttle status on this so that we don't gain too much speed, or else we do get penalized in NEOFLY. So we're going pretty vertical right now. This might be the last time we see Rockhampton too. As I was doing some research about Rockhampton earlier, Dev probably isn't going to believe this. I ran into a picture of my ex-girlfriend. But from 10 or 11 years ago. So, yeah, we won't... I don't think we'll be coming back to Rockhampton. Alright, we now can come back on the climb a little bit if we want. Looks like it's sticking to 97, so I'm going to bring our nose down just a little bit so that we don't lose too much speed. Make sure that we stay pretty even just gaining a little bit of speed, because Rockhampton is still just down here. It's not... Wait, there? That's Rockhampton City. The runway's here. Yeah, with that, we're now up in the air, nice and quick. I tried to make it as quick as possible so you guys didn't have to listen to me talk too much about the flight plan stuff, because I know a lot of... I'm pretty sure people like watching NEOFLY because it's just get into the air and go. Right, we can change the barometer to standard now, and I'm going to need to get a meta for Mackay now. Let's have a look here. Alright, meta. Wait, that's for Hamilton Island, which I guess is the closest. I'm looking at a website where it shows any information. It says Mackay, but then it says in the meta Yankee Bravo Hotel Mike, which is Hamilton Island, which is a little bit further north. But essentially, here we go. So meta Hamilton Island, issued at 2200 Zulu. It is currently 2230 Zulu. Auto generated. The winds are 120 at 12 knots. Visibility is very good. Scattered cloud at 2900 feet. Temperature 23, dew point 17, QNH 1019, which I think we can put into this information over here. Approach. There we go. It probably won't change too much in the next few minutes as we're flying over there, so I think we can happily put it in. So the wind was 120 at 12 knots. The outside ambient temperature was 23 degrees. And the QNH was 1019. We are making in an RNAV approach, which is all to do with GPS. So we should have already been at our top of climb by now, I think. Look here, Ipnet, Muglu. Oh wait, no, just after Muglu. Where are we at right now? We're past Muglu. Alright, so we're climbing a little slower now, probably because I dipped down the nose so that we didn't lose much speed. I think it's fine to bring the nose down slightly if it means that we're going to keep up the same speed. I think we'll have enough speed anyway. Right, we're going to go into the noisy outside camera. So crazy thing, Rockhampton being... I think this is still Rockhampton here. It looks like Rockhampton. We've flown to the military base just down here, to Samuel Hill and Williamson over here for good amounts of money for the last, I don't know, week? And now it feels crazy to be leaving that area as we continue our trek around Australia. First starting in Adelaide, we have moved all the way around about 1/3 of the country. And now that we have a CJ4, excuse me, now that we have a CJ4, that trip is going to happen a lot faster. We're still limited by the types of jobs that we can take. We're nearly at altitude now too. Yeah, we're still limited by the amount of jobs that we can take. And even if we want to take those jobs, like Mackay to Townsville, sounds like it... Thank you. Sounds like it's not really going to be worth it. Mackay to Townsville is a shorter flight than Rockhampton to Mackay. So we might end up blowing right by Mackay and going to Cairns instead. So just to give you an idea of what that looks like, this is Rockhampton to Mackay. Mackay to Townsville being right about here. You can see that it's actually, it actually might be a pretty comparable distance. And then Cairns being somewhere just up here a little more. There it is, Cairns. Right up at the top of that road. So we might just blow right by Townsville and fly from Mackay to Cairns. And then from Cairns, I don't think we want to go too much further north. We can probably start making our way over to Darwin at that point. Like I said, once we start moving in the CJ4, we're going to really start moving. Right, we don't need to be in climb anymore. We can be in cruise. Can I please? Thank you. There you go. We are now in cruise mode as indicated by crew right here. That's what makes... This is something that I didn't notice about the CJ4 at first, is that it tells you exactly what your lever is at here. Oh wait, you can't see that. Sorry, my bad. Right here it says crew on the screen, indicating that you are in cruise down here. Also, we don't need to have landing lights anymore, but we're going to be coming down pretty soon. We're not up in the air for very long, so I'm just going to leave them on. It's not wasting any battery or anything, so I'm not really too worried. And we're going to be landing some... Oh, wait, I have flown right by here. Yeah, so Samuel Hill is somewhere just down here, and Williamson is just up here. But I've flown through here in the... I've flown through here in the 288 Caravan that we just gave back. I flew all the way up to Hamilton Island, which is not too far from where we're landing. It's slightly further north. If we look here again on NEOFLY, Mackay at the end of this blue line, and Hamilton Island just up here. I was making $100,000 a trip from Rockhampton to Hamilton Island. From this orange marker here to the blue marker up here. $100,000, but it would take over an hour to fly there. This one here, we can nut out jobs really fast, so maybe we could have actually gone to flight level 360. Well, it's too late to do it now. By the time we finish ascending to flight level 360, we'd have to come back down. So maybe I'll trust Simbrief from now on. And when we're done with this flight, we'll see if we can get a flight up to Cairns. Ooh, I've just checked the weather and today's going to be a very nice warm day. Makes me feel bad that because I've been having anxiety, I'm probably going to sleep through most of it. Go moving on from Taras or Tears. Not really too sure. Yeah, usually in the in the 208, I'd be flying right over this, like this area here, but what is it, 20,000 feet lower than what I am now. And it takes forever to climb in that thing too. You can still see Rockhampton there in the back. This mountain here is one of the indicators of it, so. And it sticks out like a sore thumb. You know, like you got a bunch of other ones. You got like kind of this mountain range that kind of goes around like this, and then one there. Rockhampton is right to the right of that. Then we should see another one of the airfields down there somewhere. It's kind of in the grass though. It's a little harder to see. That might be it down there. Actually, no, because it has a long taxiway coming off towards us as well. So maybe not. But it's out here somewhere. Hiding in... Maybe that is it. No, it can't be. Never mind. I'm not going to try and really look hard for it, especially since I know the outside view is very loud. And to make up for a little bit of lost time, I'm going to try and keep the plane going 0.78 or as close to it as I can. There's our top of descent there. If I have a look at the charts for Mackay, we want to enter in at 4,700 feet, but then 3,340. So maybe I'll set up for 3,300. And if we get a glide path before that, cool. If not, then it's whatever. There you go, we will turn on VNAV now. So now when we hit our top of descent here, which is coming in very fast, we're going to automatically start descending, at which point I want to come off the engine just a little bit. Ooh, getting very close to overspeeding this plane as well. I think it'll be fine to hold it here for the few minutes until we reach our top of descent. At which point I'll just let off the throttle a little bit anyway, so it's all good how it works. Go back to our legs. So our transition point is Lumva, you can see here, 47, oh yeah, it says 4,700 feet or above, so we'll actually just put it down to 4,700 feet. We're now marked 0.78. I think we're rivaling how fast an A320 goes right now. Pretty sure my average cruise speed, like we're really pushing this one here, but I'm pretty sure my average cruise speed in A320 is marked 0.78. Alright, so as we get closer to the top of descent, you'll see a bar up here next to the next to our flight level. There it is. This little pink star will come down. When it meets with the point right here, we will start descending at the amount that this little purple ball here shows. So we know when to start coming off the throttle. Apparently there is a way to set your speed on the way down as well, but someone mentioned flight level change, but when you put on flight level change with VNAV, it doesn't like it. There you go, in comes the little star. We're going to come off that throttle a lot, because we don't want to descend at a ridiculous speed, airspeed either, so there we go, and we start tilting nose down. If I have a look at the star, we want to be below 250 knots, below 10,000 feet. So we can actually come down really fast. As long as by the time we hit as long as by the time we hit under 10,000 feet, we are back to 250 knots indicated, which is this section over here. I'm also going to sync my heading here in case things go horribly wrong. I can't see them going horribly wrong, but on the in case they do, it's better to be prepared than not. It's crazy, from being up this high, this whole area looks a bit different. And going much faster as well. Even though I'm closer to the ground when flying the 208, it felt like I was going slower. I think that's purely to do with our airspeed there. Pretty sure the indicated airspeed that we were going in the caravan while I was just randomly playing was only about 130 knots. So we're doing double that. But obviously you're higher up. It looks like things aren't moving so fast. So down lower you might expect things to look like they're going faster, but it feels slow. And very evidently, this appears to be a bad time to stream. Seems a lot of people like the late night streams. Because chat is very quiet right now. And yeah. So very evidently, people like the later streams. But unfortunately, the kind of late that people liked last time was too late to even do VATSIM as well, so... Alright, we want to actually start slowing down here to 0.56 mark. Or mark 0.56. Actually, I really should think about which day I streamed on too. Just gonna quickly go have a look at that. When did we do that stream? 3 days ago. Oh, it might also have been because it was on a weekend. Alright, so if I go back to the performance page and the approach, you can see here that the QNH is, what was it, 1021? There we go. I wonder if there's a way to change this QNH to hectopascals instead. Right, we're doing 5.5 instead of 5.6. Hey, wait, I'm still looking at Rockhampton. Oh, my lord. No matter found for this airport. Lovely. Oh yeah, that's right. It was Hamilton Island, wasn't it? Alright, give me a meta. It is 1020, not 1021. I think I'd check that. So at Burno, we want to be 0.48 mark. We can start speeding up a little bit more because as we descend, that mark number is going to decrease anyway. Due to, I don't know whether it's the air being thinner that allows you to move through it a little easier or what, but it's a thing, and yeah. Right, while we're still up around 18,000, I'm going to swap the barometer to off of standard to 1020 hectopascals. Mackay should be just down here, maybe? Maybe not. Let's have a look. Actually, yeah, possibly. Because we're coming in around from the north again. Yeah, so Mackay's probably just here. I don't think it's here. Although, that being said, there is that little bit of thingy here. Right here. So, yeah, Mackay probably here. Or here. Oh, wait, there's the airstrip. Mackay airstrip right there. Airstrip is in sight. The new plane is the Citation CJ4. We moved off of the 208 Caravan after God knows how long. Like, we've been on and off of it for... when was our first stream with it? 1 month ago. What was the date? July 18th. L livery. I know, right? But I needed to get some money so that I could pay for a new livery. Not that the livery really affects how it's flown, but, you know. Yes, I know. It says to set the barometer. I was already setting it. Dude. Why are you being such a pain in my backside? It's set. Stop flashing. No, wrong way. We're going to be possibly just over speed here. Slow down a little more. Does anyone know why my altimeter is flashing here instead of staying solid? It's definitely set to the right. I'm just gonna hit B. Oh, it doesn't like it because I'm still over 10,000 feet. That's literally all it is. It will like it in a few thousand feet. And then at least we're set on the right descent profile all the way through. All right, back to legs. So come up here, around, down, and then try and land on here. I have some issues when landing. My frame rate goes a little stupid. Give you guys that heads up real quick before we do land, that may become an issue as we are landing. Maybe I should have kept the altimeter transition at 18,000 instead of 10,000, but I'm pretty sure someone said somewhere along the line that it's 10,000 in Australia. And we are now too slow. I just had a look here at Sedid here at 0.44 mark. We are 0.4. So we're a little slow. There we go. It's now stopped complaining. Doesn't look like there's many buildings around Mackay. Actually, it stretches on a little further than I thought. So we might deal with a little bit of lag as they all get generated in, even though I don't have photogrammetry on. My computer's just really bad. And I have issues. And my SSD, that isn't my operating drive, isn't big enough to put Flight Sim onto, which apparently would help a bit. So we'll see how it all goes. How much longer do we have to land? We have to land before 8:34. It is currently 8:26, so we have about 10 minutes to land. We're going to be pushing this. We have a look down here. Indicated airspeed 210 at Lomva. At Lomva, I'll probably open up the flaps one stage as well. Turn left, track 305 to Lomva, then track via RMP runway 14. Runway 14 is 229 to November, India, and track 139 through to the runway. Luckily, we don't have to worry about putting in any minimum decision altitudes, I don't think. Oh, we might. Next. Yeah, I'm not seeing it, so we'll see. I wish I could add a parachute to this this aircraft too. That'd be nice. Yeah, I think I could do VATSIM, but I just don't know when to make the calls to ATC. Which country are you situated in for doing VATSIM? Right, let's see if we can slow right down here, because the moment I go over this, I want to put on flaps. In the US? Ah, dang. Check speed. I know, I'm getting there. Shush, 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 shush. You might be able to convince Flying Junkie maybe to do a shared cockpit flight with you. Hey, what's up, Caleb? How you doing, mate? Right, we got flaps 15 on.
Transporter, your deadline will expire in 5 minutes. Hurry up.
Holy shit! Okay. We are direct tracking to final. Oh really? Yeah. Like it's hard for me to do stuff with him. Do you have an approach yet? I think we're well above it. All right. Landing gear coming on, and I'm just going to take this thing in manually. If the trim will stop messing with me, that would be fantastic. You can see it really giving me some crap here. You guys made a vid together, right? Yeah. Yeah, we did our, my second VATSIM video. He came and flew in Australia with us. If you jump in the Discord and tag him though, he might be interested. I can't actually say for sure, obviously, because I'm not junky, but he could be interested. Let's have a look. What's the winds here? It's almost like we're dead wind right now. I'm not seeing any wind indicators. And my pitch trim is still too harsh. We're really going to be pushing this one. Holy. I should have just selected a lower altitude. So we could have started moving laterally a little bit faster. Or I could have just tried to land runway 32 instead and saved the last 5 minutes. Right, I'm going to set my nose trim to be downwards so that I can bring it in a little easier myself. Pretty much the moment we touch down, I'm going to want to shut off the engine. So we're not going to taxi to parking. I think like I've made a bit of a mistake going for the CJ4. At least for express cargo. Moving around passengers, I feel like that's going to be no problem. But express cargo might be a bit of a nah. Very right at the center line.
Nice landing, pilot. Taxi to parking and shut down your engine. Tick tock, tick tock. Sorry, but time is up.
You're kidding me! I'm here!
Transporter, cargo unloading in progress. Stand by, pilot.
I hate the fact that I had to park right here. That is the first time I've ever failed a mission on NEOFLY like that. Also, why does it say that my spoilers are still down?
Tick tock, tick tock. Sorry, but time is up.
No!
Everything is on board.
We got no money for that. All because I landed on the dot. Some would say that was good, that I landed right on the dot. Oh my god, how old am I? Yes. What's up, AV Geek? How you doing today? Welcome. Your flight yesterday was still on 5.5 hours and you had to do 1 refuel before final. Jesus. What is NEOFLY? NEOFLY is a career add-on for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Alright, I'm going to do this very illegitimately. If you don't like that, look away. I'm just going to take us back to parking real quick. You're subbing. Thank you. Appreciate that. We don't have to worry about any other traffic for this either, so we should be fine for this, right? I just really want to go back to parking so that I can like restart without having to go back to the menu and deal with loading times. Honestly, it's much faster for me to just push back like this than it is to restart the flight at a parking bay. And also turning on my engines as well. This is just faster. Do you have to pay to play it? No. NEOFLY is a free... It's a free add-on for Microsoft Flight Sim. There are paid options, as there are with lots of other things these days, but they are not required. Although they can help, like getting pilots to do flights for you. Right, Caleb? Well, we got no money for that, so we're keeping this livery for just a little while longer. Sorry. Right, that's good enough for me. Actually, can we get a pre-planned pushback to push us forward slightly? No. Alright, we'll deal with this then. That's fine. New car for Rocket League is Porsche 911. Oh, wow, so original. Good one, Rocket League. Alright, here we go. So, NEOFLY is a career add-on. You find your jobs in this tab here. From there, you make money to put towards planes. You can buy planes in the aircraft market. You do start off with a plane and $5,000. $5,000 isn't going to get you very far, but it's enough to pay for fuel if you need it. So you might start off with a Cessna 152. You might want to look at getting a 172. Now you can save up all your pennies and you can buy one for $263,000. Or my recommendation would be renting one for $36,000. Or it's 10%, so this one here would be $42,000. Excuse me. But then it gives you access to a basic autopilot, which then of course makes flying much simpler. From there you upgrade and upgrade and upgrade. Any information about your flight is on this tab here. On the 4th tab down, it gives you all of your landing speeds and everything. I got some XP. Hang on, no reward and XP allowed. But it said that I got XP here. That my flight time was 41 minutes and we had 39 minutes to do it. I feel like this would be better in longer express rather than shorter express. That would have been much, much better. You can do all your aircraft related things in your hangar. Even to rented aircraft, you can change the liveries to whatever. You guys can't see that pop-up menu, but when I choose an option, you see it change. So you can paint your aircraft, you can insure your own aircraft, you return your aircraft for your deposits and everything like that, take it to your location, fix the engine, fix the airframe, and refuel. This is how you refuel your aircraft. You don't always have to take jobs from the jobs finder as well. You can take goods to other places as well. The CJ4 is not bad as a cargo plane because it has a little more space than the King Air 350i and much faster. So you could take it pretty much anywhere to get the most out of buying goods at one place and selling them at another. But how do you download? I think it's neofly.net. Let me double check that for you so that you don't get any viruses and I do instead. There we go. Here we go. Have a link. And you just go up to download and give it a download. NEOFLY 3 as well. If you don't like this graphical interface, NEOFLY 3 is also very good. It's kind of a similar deal, but yeah. I need to figure out how to clear out my flight plan as well. Just give me a sec. I'm going to keep NEOFLY up here for a second. I wonder if I just set a new arrival. Sorry, a new destination, if that will work. What is the max people watching you? I don't know. I don't really care. I like making stupid videos and stuff for people. Okay, good. That cleared out my flight plan. Lovely. I just checked before I left the house. I'm at 1.4 million in NEOFLY. I was at 1 million earlier before I rented this plane. And loan free as well. Right, we're going to go find a job over here. Can I get one over to... Like, see, now I'm thinking that Cairns might still be pretty good. Let's set it up to airports with ILS, fuel, ATC, and lights. We might actually just start bouncing around Australia at this point here. That's to Townsville. This is to the Gold Coast. Yeah, so that would take us back down to Brisbane. Really not a fan of that idea, honestly. However, it looks like that's what it's doing to us. To Tamworth, Brisbane. Actually, Bock is Sydney. No, it isn't. Never mind. I thought Bock was in northern Sydney. Alright, well then I guess we're going down to Southport, Gold Coast. This is probably going to be a long flight and will probably be the last one for this stream. Pretty much going back the way... I don't want to go back the way I came though. This is the problem. Does Darwin just not have ILS? Let's turn off ILS and see what opens up. Not much more. Oh wait, hang on. Distance minimum. How far is it to Darwin? I'm going to load up Vat Prism and find out. It said protected your PC. Yeah, it's totally fine to install. It just does that because it's not coming from a verified publisher. But the only issue I have with NEOFLY is that it just sometimes lags my computer, that's it. Alright, let's do a quick check here. Oh my god, VATSIM is busy today. Alright, so we are... roughly... here. And I want to measure to Darwin. 1,160 nautical miles. Okay. So I want to push the minimum up over 600 for sure. Actually, let's go minimum distance like 800. That should cut out. Oh my god, it's trying to send us over to New Zealand. It's trying to push us well far beyond Darwin now. Trying to get us over into Indonesia. I think I'd prefer Brisbane. Right, looks like we're taking a Brisbane job. Damn it, I really didn't want to go back to Brisbane. I wanted to continue our tour around Australia. So far we have. For anyone who doesn't know, we've gone from Adelaide, roughly here, inland, crashed a plane, had to come back, went coastal, Sydney, Brisbane, and all the way around to here in small planes until we got the 208 caravan. Then we kind of moved from here around here a little bit in the caravan, and then I broke it as we came into Sydney. So you're at 284. I don't like, I appreciate you guys looking at it, but like the one number that I'm really focused on now is 1,000 and 4,000 watch hours, at which point there we can start doing some other things with the channel. But until that point, I'm not looking too closely. Except at the... hang on, what? Oh, it's Archerfield. Never mind. Except at the... what is bringing in the views. Alright, if we were to do a job to the Gold Coast, we would have an hour 48 to do it. Or we can just take passengers. We can take up to 7. So that's 3, 5... 7, or we can go 1, 3, 5. That's 8. Dang it. Yeah, so we'd probably have to go 3, 5, 7. And then we have no time restrictions either, which is very nice. Not as much XP, but it's a good amount of money. It'll be over $100,000. And then we can buy ourselves a new livery.
Transporter from dispatch. It is passenger mission waiting for you. The boarding will start as soon as you are at the boarding parking.
Right. Why BCG, huh?
Captain, we have opened the gates for boarding. The passengers are on their way.
We're on our way to the Gold Coast. Can you add any cargo? I mean, I could, but I don't want to run out of fuel and mess it up this time. Oh, that's what we could have done. We could have just taken cargo over to Darwin. Whatever. Right, I'm going to get on SimBrief here and I'm going to make a very quick flight plan.
Hello, pilot. Your passengers are waiting for you. Let me know when we can send them. Captain, we have opened the gates for boarding. The passengers are on their way.
What? Unknown departure? Oh, it's YBMK. You don't get penalized? Yeah, but I don't think I'm going to make as much money either. Let's have a look at the goods market versus Darwin.
Good day, pilot. We have a lot of excited passengers ready to board today. Let me know when you are ready for them.
I'm going to take out a loan. This will make sense in a sec.
The gates for boarding. The passengers are on their way.
Excuse me. My whole computer's freaking out right now. I apologize. You'll understand why I'm going to take out a loan very shortly. Once it loads! There we go. Okay. Here's the thing. Mackay is selling caviar. Caviar is very light, but very expensive. So if I get a $500,000 loan and we buy $500,000 of caviar, we stand to make about $50,000. Let me just quickly do some math here. So 118 times 456. No, not divided by, times 456. Yeah, $53,000, which actually makes flying over to Darwin a little better. We could make about $20,000 with what we have now. Yeah, let's delete these guys here. I know you can. There we go. Delete.
Transporter.
Yes. We're going to need a fair bit of fuel here, so we're going to go to Darwin. We're going to just go straight to Darwin, and then from Darwin we'll go probably like Broome or something like that. This will be a long flight, just saying. Maybe upwards of a couple of hours. So we're going to want to refuel to about 50%. What's that, about 3,000 pounds of fuel? Actually, we probably could get away with just a little less. Then we'll fill up on caviar until we are... I'm going to lose a little bit of money if I go the 500,000, but we're not going to cap, but I'll cap out if we do the 150,000. So we'll just go the $500,000 one. There we go. Then we go to the goods market. We will buy caviar until we are about 500 weight away from Mac. Okay, never mind. Until money runs out. There we go. 654 is what I am buying. I'm actually going to make a backup first because chances are things will go horribly wrong and I'll have to start again. Right, we are going to Darwin. Hope you guys are ready because I have no in-flight entertainment here. Arriving runway 29, so it's more to the north. Find Citizen Stars. That's fine. Generate the flight. Alright. The cruising altitude should be very high. Yes, it is. It's 40,000 feet. Flight level 400. Let's get the QNH for Hamilton Island. Sorry, not the QNH. The meta for... That's for Brisbane. I don't want Brisbane. I want Hamilton Island. Thank you. Alright, give it to me in straight text, please. I think I can actually read it better that way. Crazy. Here's the thing. This is how I've been getting some of my information, right? Oh wait, I can read this line here better than I can read all of this. This is meta for Hamilton Island, last updated at 2300 Zulu. It is currently 1128 Zulu. It has been auto-generated. Winds are 130 at 11 knots. Visibility is humongous. Scattered clouds at 2,900 feet. Scattered clouds 3,500 feet. Temperature is 24 degrees Celsius with a dew point of 18. QNH 1020. I can read that better than reading all of these things here. Ridiculous. Alright, so the wind is 130 at 11 knots. The outside ambient temperature was 24 degrees. It's going to be hot in Darwin, by the way. One of those tropical areas of Australia. Next. I don't understand why it's not showing me this. Let's see if I can figure that out in the briefing preview, because I'm still learning to read all of that too. Ah, screw it. I know that we take off roughly around 100 feet, so... Alright, we are taking off runway 14. No departures. We're going direct to Linsu. So we'll set that up. Not as hot as your PC. My PC is running at a fine temperature. It's just slow. At Darwin, we are arriving runway 29 via Veg. So ILS via Veg plus 7 Alpha, probably with a LAPAR transition, but we can fix that in flight if need be. Let's set up our legs here. I'm going to clear this discontinuity. I'm going to bring up the briefing preview here and start putting in a bunch of letters and numbers. You got it? You have one too? You have the app? Yay! Nice! If you have any questions, of course, please feel free to ask them. We'll have a lot of time to answer questions now, so... Maybe I should have got a loan and gotten a, gotten an Airbus instead. Hang on, where is Itza and Sarah? Oh, they're like right at the end of our flight. Right, did I put Trigger in twice? No, I did not. Good. Then Bundy. Bundy is down south from us right now. Bundy, what do you mean facility not found? Alright, looks like we're going to be skipping Bundy and moving straight onto Alley. The problem with using an outdated air-rack in Brisbane. Then Vegpoo, it's did we leave a Vegpoo up here? Yeah, I need to clear this Vegpoo. I set that bit up there wrong, so that was totally my bad. Vegpoo. So Vegpoo, it's Sarah, and then it'll be our approach. So I'll clear that discontinuity there. And let's start setting up all of our everything here. I'm actually going to enable the keyboard here. I don't usually do that too much, but we're here, so... What was that? Did it activate my speed brakes when I tap slash? No? I'm confused. I don't understand what is going on then. Alright, so direct to Linsu, and we should be there at top of climb. From there. We can just copy all of these right through until our top of descent, which is actually right after Trucker. Then Alley is 0.50 at 15,000 feet. Vegpoo is 0.43. We'll do at or below 7,700 feet. So that if we need to go down lower, we can. It's is 0.42, 6,500 feet. We'll also do at or below that. And then Sarah is 0.4 at 3,500 feet. That one there is going to be a hard 3,500. There we go. How's your battery? It should be fine. Actually, you're right. Once I start spooling up the engine, it should be fine though, right? This is a battery fault. Yeah, when I turn on the engine, it should fix itself, right? I swear to God, if I have a battery failure mid-air, I'm going to be so mad. If you have the juice to start, we'll see. We don't have the juice to start. Alright, where's toolbar pushback? Luckily, we can just give it some power. I really should have done this in the first place, but I keep forgetting that it's actually a thing because I don't usually spend so much time on the ground. Dude, he just clipped my wing. We've got a situation out here on the apron. Ground power unit just wing struck me. There's no way I'm going to be able to take off now. My caviar is going bad too. We have 24 hours to get it over there. We'll be fine. Just saying. All right, please, for the love of God. I can't tell if it's connected or not. I hope we don't have to restart this flight just to get some juice in the plane. How long do we give it? Because it says the ground power is technically connected, even though there's no signs of it. That was my own dumb fault. I'm so sorry. I took too long. Well, while we're here, I'm just going to add in a little more fuel then, since I know that we can. We've got the space for it. I know we talked about this. I've never had this issue. Ever. Alright, let's have a look here. Some people are saying to use something that has sim variation on. And I can set that up. You're waiting for your submersible. Yep. Alright, let's load up the stream deck here. I'm going to give myself a little bit of battery. I'm going to put it in lights here. Where is it? Flight tracker, flight tracker, flight tracker. Where is it, dude? Am I dumb? Oh, there it is. Flight tracker. I was dumb. I just want a generic toggle button. No. Wait. Generic? Maybe not generic. Maybe I want a... No, I do want generic. Toggle event. There you go. Power. Let's see if it gives me some power. Well, it didn't say that it didn't work. However, it didn't work. Power. Oh, Oh, don't make me look this up, please, for the love of God. Okay, now it doesn't work, me pressing it like that. 128. That does work. So why are you not turning on? Hey, Jack, how you doing? Hope your flying adventures are going better than mine. I'm gonna need to freaking restart this, aren't I? GPU is not working. It says it's connected, but we really aren't. Yeah, it says that the emergency should be working, but even the emergency battery is gone. I think we need to restart. So I'm just going to go back to the main menu, suck it up, and we'll go. We're going from Mackay to Darwin once I get in and get going. We're going to have to reset up that flight plan again too. That bugs me. Alright, we are now up at Mackay. It's somewhere up here. That's Hamilton Island, that's too far. There's Mackay. And we were parked here. Ramp 6 Alpha. Make sure that we are on live time. Thank you. Right, I apologize. I'm going to have to put in the whole flight plan again. I'm sorry, everyone. I really just wanted to get up in the air and go, but unfortunately, I waited too long. This time I'm going to connect the ground power the moment I get in. But that's the first time I've ever had a plane die on me where I wasn't just spectating like VATSIM or something. So I consider that a win. I've had this game for nearly 3 years now. So I think one death in 3 years this is not the parking spot I was at before. I might have been over there instead. Whatever, you know what? It works. Do you have a ground power unit over here? We do not. Alright, we're just putting everything in. And we'll just go as fast as we can. But we should be able to get it this time. From Mackay to Darwin. Execute. Performance. The initialization, we are climbing up to 40,000 feet. The amount of cargo we are taking in pounds is, once we get over here, 1478. There we go. Take off. Alright, let's get the meta up again. 130 at 11. Outside ambient temperature is 24. QNH 1020. Next. So for some reason, wait, execute, send. Key not active. Is it because it doesn't like the fact that we're at Mackay? Anyway, we were taking off runway 14 direct, so we don't have to worry about that. And then at Darwin, it was ILS 29 Vegpa 7 Alpha with the La Paz transition. Once you're loaded, you can start the jet, get the battery. I already pressed power here, but nothing came, so... Like I said, I'm literally just putting this in as fast as I can, and then we can go. Alright. I'm going to use the keyboard here, even though it's a bit cheaty. But it helps speed things up just a little bit. What's up, mother trucker? Igor is saying it is very far away, so we're going to have to clear Igor. For some reason, it's saying it's just a million miles away. I think the same was with Bundy as well, right? Bundy was also very far away. Yeah, it wasn't found. So we're going to skip Bundy and move straight onto Ali. Ali in Brisbane. Then it's on to Vegpu from there. All right. Point A. 0.75 at flight level 400. Then I'm going to copy that all the way through to Trucker. Where do we start our top of descent? At just after Trucker, so at Ali is where we start doing things. 0.50 at 153. Next, Vegpu. 0.43 at 7,700 or below. Actually, that's already set up pretty well. I'm happy to keep that one there. But I will need to put in a 0.43 into there. Then it's me, Mario. Let's go. Woohoo! 6,500 feet or below. Sarah at 0.40 and 3,500 feet. We'll then clear the discontinuity. Execute. We're done. Need to figure out where runway 14 is. Other side. Lovely. Is there a taxiway there? There is. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to get pushed back to... This is going to be so illegitimate, but we're just going to go from there. Alright, Peter heat is on. Beacon needs to come on because we are about to start moving. I'm also going to release that hold. They're not going to keep up with us here. We're speeding away. Let's go. Taxi lights on. Oh, hi. Goodbye. He caught up just to let go. Some people, honestly. Right, engine 1 coming on. While that is going on, I'm going to set my takeoff trim and my flaps. Flaps 15, confirmed. So what's the numbers you enter? So this one here is your altitude. This here is speed in Mach. Below 10,000 feet, we want to be at speed 250. So I'll just put that into each one here. And then at Itza, I think we need... No, Sarah La we might need to be 210. So I'll start slowing down. And then 210 at La Paz. It might be 185, but we'll check that when we're done. When we're up in the air. Alright, good engine start on engine 2. Start engine 1. Oh, we also need to set our altitude and stuff as well. I like the CJ4 because it kind of skips over some of the altitude, which also makes setting up altitude a little bit finicky at times because it'll just skip right over what you actually want. Like that. See, I was at 390 and went up to 490, which is 409, sorry, which is not what I wanted. There we go. We have good engine start now. Taxi lights are on. Let's go taxi down to the runway. We shouldn't need the whole runway here either, which is very nice. And then for this run here, we're taking our own cargo. Oh, we also need to weight match. This is the thing, if you're doing NEOFLY jobs, you can have your fuel synced in the settings, but you need to manually weight match. And we want to match to 1478 or above. Says I'm still missing weight. I'm definitely in that limit there. Oh yeah, I need to hit play.
Hello, Captain. Nice to see you again.
Thank you.
You are clear to start your engine. You're good to go. Contact the tower for clearance.
Engines have to be off to weight match? Nope. If you look up in the top there, you can see that I am weight matching now. So we are all good. Engines have to be off to load cargo though. I'm going to turn on my landing and strobe lights now that we are about to enter a runway. I'm going to back taxi. Actually, hang on. Let's have a look here. How much space do we have? Probably not enough. Yeah, I will back taxi down runway 14 and turn. Might be for cargo flights, not free fly. Yeah, technically we're free fly, but we're doing cargo. Free cargo. Right, let's get rid of this weight and balance thing off my screen now. Yeah, we were over here before, so I set up the wrong parking. My bad. Alright, who's ready to go on a flight from like mid-Queensland to like Northern Territory, Northern Australia? Like I said, it's going to be a long flight. I might go get... Oh wait, no, I'm all out of yogurt too. Dang it. I was going to say I might go get like a pouch of yogurt or something. But I finished the last one within the last day or two. By the way, if any of you are like up and coming streamers and you want a tip, invest in things like yogurt pouches. Holy... They are amazing. You got peanuts on this one? No, we're not carrying any passengers. It's all cargo. You're stuck in a box back there. Alright, runway 14 is identified. And we are already all set up with our lighting, I believe. A-firm, let's get this thing going. B1. Oh, that was a bit scuffed. Positive rate, gear up.
Just to remind you, we're not paying you for this one.
Retracting the flaps. Your damper and autopilot is enabled. We are now going to direct to Linsu. And we're going to go space shuttle status. Just so we don't overspeed. Goodbye, Queensland. What if you're an up-and-coming stream with lactose intolerance? Take the L from lactose and I don't know. But honestly, like tiny snacks like yogurt, things like that. Things that are I was gonna say high in protein, but protein wasn't the word I wanted. High in antioxidants is also very good as well. So things like tea and things, just things to help keep your energy up. So we're climbing out of here at 4,800 feet. I'm actually going to bring that down to 45. We're going to be at 10,000 feet before we know it. This is insane. Lights, not yet. Shortly, but not yet. Right, I'm now going to climb 4,000 feet. I'm probably doing this very illegitimately, by the way. But again, I don't really care. I just want to get out and fly. Right. Landing lights. Off. Barometer. It's set up for 18,000, but it's 10,000 in Australia, so we know that that is correct and we'll be flashing there for a hot second. Let me just pull up a chart for Darwin so that we can find out which flight level we need to be for La Paz. Clear out all those charts too. Let's have a look here. Star. We are coming down on the Vegpoo star, Vegpoo 7 Alpha. And then we want the approach. Is it ILS? I think it's ILS. It is indeed, yeah. 3,000 or above. So that is actually correct right there. Then to right, it says 1330. It's got that already in there. So we are good. You did see the lights on, but it was still below 10,000 feet, so... Alright, we have a long way to fly. I can bring the nose down a bit now. 3,500 feet is still an incredibly fast climb. As we say goodbye to the ocean, we'll be flying... Actually, we'll be flying over the Gulf of Carpentaria. Which, if you've seen a map of Australia... Actually, I'll bring it over. This is the Gulf of Carpentaria here. I was going to say, we'll say goodbye to the ocean, but we will actually be flying over this portion of ocean and then landing pretty much right on the ocean again at Darwin. Very cool. But things are now going to be very quiet. Looks like I need to look up more flight procedures. I mean, it's going to be different over there than it is to here, so don't worry too much about it. If you think it sounds wrong based on what I'm saying, it's what I've learned since flying on VATSIM as well, so... here in Australia. I should say, here in Australia. Welcome back, AB Geek. So normally what I would do at this point here, if I were recording a video or whatever, I'd get some cinematics and then go sit on TikTok for a half hour. It says that we have 4 hours at the moment until Darwin. Obviously, that's going to change the higher up we go and when we even out at 40,000 feet as well. It will still be a long flight. It'll be like 2 or 3 hours, easy. Sorry, but you gotta go. Don't apologize. It's totally fine, AVG. People come and go, so don't worry about it. But thanks for stopping by. I hope to see you again sometime very soon. Like I said, I'll be live for a good few hours yet. But there will be videos coming out. And by the way, if you guys are into the VATSIM videos, real quick, I just want to say the footage from Monday night's Milk Run stream is pretty unusable for a video. So I'll have to record a VATSIM video again separately at some stage soon, so the video is going to be even later than I would have liked. So I apologize if you're waiting for a VATSIM video. Trust me, I want to put one out too. But yeah, unfortunately the footage that we had from Monday was just no good. See you tomorrow. Alright, have a good one, AV Geek. Take care of yourself. You just turn mine off as soon as the landing gear go up? Oh my. I mean, if you're flying to high altitudes, it's still not the worst practice. At least you're remembering to turn them off. Actually, wait, I think it's better to leave them on than turn them off. Like, too early, right? And And also just saying, if there's anyone out there that isn't already, be sure to jump in the Discord. There's a link down in the description. There's a bunch of us in there, and I do come and hang out in the voice channels every, well, almost every day. Just washing back the car, then we'll be home. All right, cool. Sounds good. Hello to everyone over there at the washing car vac. Stay hydrated. So, I think the Hamilton Islands are this little black dot right here. It's busy here, actually. Oh my. So hopefully, well actually this time we will get some money. I'll probably hold off buying a livery for the plane for a little while longer. Purely because we're only going to make about $50,000 off of this. And I'd like to start making a little bit of equity back. Then we'll also have to pay off our loan as well, so I'm not being stuck with more loans. We got loan free, I'm staying loan free. Ugh, excuse me. Actually, I don't even know if I'll make it through this flight. I'm very sleepy. It's having anxiety attacks through the night. And yeah, just wasn't able to... I slept a tiny bit last night. Only a couple of hours. So I don't want to sim rate it, but I feel like I'm going to be very low energy very shortly, or very soon. And just giving you all that heads up, that's going to probably happen that way. Right, Hamilton Island is probably right here. Got to spend money to make money. Yeah, but by the time we pay off the loan from buying all the caviar, we're losing so much speed, dude. I can't lose too much more. Maybe we'll just climb at 1,000 feet. Try and regain some of that speed, or else we're going to end up stalling. We have a massive headwind. Sorry to hear about the anxiety. It's okay. It's one of those things I just deal with. Sometimes quietly, sometimes loudly. I'm not looking for any sympathy from it, just saying how it is. Ugh, excuse me. So it's saying 5 hours to Darwin, but once we get up, we've got a hell of a headwind too. 55 knots. But hopefully once we get up to flight level 400, we'll start getting just a bit more speed here instead of sitting at 0.4. Hopefully we'll start speeding up to around 0.77. which I think is what was indicated in our flight plan. Oh, 0.75. So we're really going to try riding that red line.
Altitude.
Finally. Oh my god. Oh, excuse me, I've actually just realized how many people have joined the Discord over the last few days. Might have to start looking into some moderators. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people in the last 2 weeks. Not so. Come on, you can do it. Get up to 400. You can. I believe. All right. Let's knock back our throttle to cruise. This should also give us a bit of a speed increase. But if we're dealing with a headwind the whole way, I mean, look at this. We've already gone from 5 hours to 4.5 hours. And we're only going to get faster. Already Mach 0.5? Or Mach decimal 5? Decimal 5? Why'd I say it decimal? That was weird. From here, that time is going to start cutting right down. Like I said before, 4 hours? It might be like 3 hours. Excuse me. Apologies. Once we reach our cruise speed, I will need to get up though. And here on the coastline here, you can see Townsville right here, which is where I was going to fly to in the 208, and Cairns all the way up here, which is where I was actually going to fly this run and decided to cut across to Darwin instead. This is the problem when you're using an aircraft like this. You limit yourself to what you can and can't fly. So the nighttime passenger jobs will probably be the way to go, even if we have to change the sim to be nighttime. They will probably make a good amount of money. And that's secret passengers. And then you got VIPs and stuff as well. I could try to find some nitros in the back. I mean, we're climbing. We're 0.65 Mach now. We're definitely speeding along. We've cut down that flight time from 5 hours to 3. And we're still gaining speed. As you can start seeing the overspeed indicator appearing at the top of our indicated speed. VATSIM Australia is doing an event really soon too. They're doing an event called First Wings, where if you're new to VATSIM, you can talk with the ATC. The ATC will be very patient with you. I mean, they should be anyway. We're getting very close to Lindsay now. Yeah, they should be very patient with you regardless. But there's an event happening on the 17th of September. So in a week and a half. If you're in Australia and you're scared to do any ATC related things on VATSIM, this is a good place to start. And by then, Verb Jim and I should have done our Q&A video, so you'll be a little more in the know as well. I want to know who I was flying around yesterday that got paid $300K for the flight. What? Am I missing something? Still got nice beach views out there too. Nice. We're passing, well, we've passed Prosperine now. I think Prosperine is right here, with the Hamilton Island being there. And then Townsville will be probably here-ish, maybe? I don't know, I've never come up this far north. Welcome home. I'm coming up very shortly. So it says that we can hang out around this speed here. I'm going to start dropping off and making sure that we stay here. Or stay around here at least. We are still slightly gaining speed. Oh, that's too much. Alright, we're going to slow down just a little bit, but now our flight time is 2 hours and 44 minutes. So literally, after climbing, we've cut our flight time in half. Alright, I'm going to move away here. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to sit in drone cam mode because it does weird things sometimes. I was going to say I'll be right back and leave it on drone cam mode, but I don't trust it, honestly. Your Neo flight yesterday was 5.5 hours and the passengers paid 3. Oh, yeah, that's insane. Like me flying from Rockhampton to essentially Prosperine here. I would get paid $100,000. And my first thought was, why would someone pay $100,000? Anyway, our speed has been stabilized. We are now very lightly losing speed, which is fine. Better than overspeeding, overstressing the aircraft and having to start again. At which point I would just scream, honestly. I need to get up and take a bathroom break at the least. But might take a few minutes just to move around as well. And I suggest if any of you also need to get up and stretch, now would be a very good time to do it while there's not a whole lot going on. Right. I will be back. If you want to stick around, that's awesome. If you don't, that's fine too. I understand. This is obviously going to be a very long flight. It'd be great to have you stick around through for the whole thing. I'll be back in about 5-ish minutes. Get up, stretch, all that good stuff. as I recommend you do as well. Won't be too long, guys. Okay. I know I said I'd probably be a bit longer, but I feel bad about leaving the stream while I'm getting up and stretching. And the reason for that is because nobody likes dead space. They want to be entertained all the time, and if you're not there, they'll move on to someone who will do it. Really frustrates me, actually. One of the things that I don't like about streaming. Back in the old days, I used to get up every 2 hours for about 5 to 10 minutes so that I had some blood flow in my legs. I used to average a decent amount of viewers on other platforms, and in that time, maybe 40% of my viewers would leave because they couldn't wait 5 minutes to be entertained for another, 4 to 6 hours. It's a bit nuts. But anyway, like I said, I'm probably going to be running out of steam anyway. I'm very sleepy, and I've just made the mistake of, after having been given some food, eating it, even though that may send me into a food coma. I maybe should have reconsidered doing the a Darwin flight today as well. It's a bit long. I think we're already about 1/5 of the way there though. And you can hear as my computer is not doing much because all the audio just ducks out. Not even 1/5 of the way there. Not even. Okay, Australia still has no ATC on. I'm like keeping an eye on that. Because if I can get ATC on, means that you guys get a VATSIM video sooner rather than later. And obviously VATSIM driving a lot of attention to the channel, so I can't ignore it. Not that I want to ignore it, but I can't. Looks like there's Townsville right down here. One of my old friends used to live down there before moving to Sydney. I feel like this, like streaming this flight now was a mistake, honestly. I just want to sit back and watch YouTube while we fly. But I can't do that while live. There's obviously copyright issues and all that sort of stuff that would get you in trouble. And because we've already been live for 2.5 hours, I have run out of things to talk about as well, like to do with NEOFLY or anything like that. So it was just bad decision on me to do a flight to Darwin now. But we're already so far in that I don't want to cancel it either, because otherwise it's just another, like what, 45 minutes? 30 minutes? Whatever, that I'd have to refly. It really do be times like this that I wish Dervale knew how to control the planes. And so I could go have a nap. Yeah, we got a long way to go. 50 minutes until our next waypoint. Then about another hour after that. But then after that, it'll be half an hour until we reach our destination. And any of the information I'm trying to look up about the CJ4 right now, not exactly working. What do I do? We could sim rate it. I don't know if we'd lose money or not because we're not technically carrying a job. I mean, if you were on VATSIM, you wouldn't be able to sim rate here. Being overland, you're not allowed to sim rate overland. Actually, I wonder if you were doing Sydney to Perth, if you'd be able to sim rate a bit over there. It's like literally across the country. Or maybe Brisbane to Perth, because no one really does that. I think the rule is if you're over the ground, that's a no-go. Although it might be worth asking someone at some stage because, you know, with knowledge comes knowledge of what you can and can't do and what is acceptable and what isn't. Creeping up on marks. Okay, we're sitting around mark 0.755. Looks like we're not going to get too much better than that or too much less than that. I mean, we probably could if we really tried, but I don't want to overspeed the aircraft. Although at this point here, I'm a little indifferent as to if I would or not. Okay, now it's starting to look more like we're about 1/5 of the way through our journey. Here we go. If I bring NEOFLY across on the other monitor while I'm looking at it. We're quite a way away from Mackay now, as indicated by the yellow ATC tower. And Darwin being just about here, just below this tiny island right there. Still a long time to go though. Oh my lord, hang on. That's wrong. I see top of descent written there. That is not our top of descent. Our top of descent, if I remember correctly, is at the top of Trucker. Other Trucker. I'm gonna check my briefing preview just to make sure. Indeed, just after Truck. Actually, not even just after Trucker. There's Trucker. Bring this across. Here we go. So we got Trucker right in the middle here. And our top of descent a little bit further. Like I said, Bundy wasn't available on AirAct 2203. So we'll be going straight from Trucker to Alley. Hopefully it doesn't complicate things too much. It doesn't look like it will. It's still a pretty straight line all the way through, so I'm not too worried about it. Alright, do we want to try and sim rate this a little bit, or do we want to keep it live time? Otherwise we'll be here for 2.5 hours of me just talking nonsense. Especially since there really isn't much to look at. You can just... I think you can just barely see the ocean here. Actually, Cairns is somewhere just out here. Yeah, it looks all like boggy and stuff. That's where the ocean is currently. Although you can start seeing the Gulf of Carpentaria here at waypoint November, Tango November. Actually, that means it's an airfield. It's Normanton. Normanton, a tiny town. I think Normanton might actually be smaller than where I grew up. But yet they have a runway there that is hard with light. We're starting to speed up a little bit here too. I've noticed that we are now going over 227 indicated. So about as long as it takes for us to go from here to Normanton will be about as long as it takes for us to cross the Gulf of Carpentaria. Roughly 30 to 40 minutes. At which point it will then be about as long again to Trucker. Man. Ooh. Fly was probably a bad idea. I'm going to admit, I'm running out of steam here very, very quickly. For multiple reasons. Like, I've been playing Flight Sim nearly every day for the last 3 weeks. No, nearly 4 weeks. Actually, maybe even a little longer. Yeah, it has been even longer. Like 4 weeks has been since I got on that sim. Hang on. It's been since we started up NEOFLY. I've been on NEOFLY nearly every day since. Oh, well, on Microsoft Flight Sim nearly every day. I think that was like mid-July, right? Have a look here. There we go, July 2nd. So I've been on Flight Sim nearly every day for like 2 months now, and it's really starting to eat into me a little bit. But no one wants to watch the trucking, and no one wants to watch, you know, they really don't want to watch NEOFLY. Everyone just wants Batsim. Fair enough, I like it. But then with having to wait for ATC and everything, that also sucks. And it puts a huge damper on when I can do it. Which just leaves a lot of open time as well. And it's frustrating. Alright, look, here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking about just stopping the stream, going over to Darwin, and we'll pick up from Darwin another time. But I'm starting to feel extremely low energy, and I don't want to have to try and talk out the next 2 hours. And it's mainly my fault because we did like 2 hours The fact that the battery died as well was a big damper on things. It really stopped the flow of what was going on, but like, yeah, I'm running off like 2 hours sleep and I've been awake for I don't know how long now. Since before the sun went down yesterday. And if I keep going, I'm probably just going to end up burning myself into the ground and not wanting to do it anymore. For a hot second anyway. And then I'll like record a video and then I won't want to edit it and... So yeah, I'm probably just going to end here and we'll go land at Darwin off the stream. Then I'm going to go relax and like try not to pass out for the next couple of hours. But normally this sort of situation, I just go watch YouTube. It'd keep me awake, but I can't do that while live, so... Like I could have it on mute, but it's not the same. See how much of an impact it's putting on people. Alright, I'm going to head off. Thanks everyone for joining. I'm just going to finish up this flight. I'm just going to sit here in silence and not fall to sleep for the next 2 hours. Then at which point I'm going to go pass out. I was thinking about EB games. Is there anything in the vicinity that you want? What do you mean? I'm unsure what you mean. I'm also going to push my speed here as much as oh my god, my computer. I'm not sure if you saw my mouse hopping across the screen there rather than gliding. In EB games? No, I can't ever really think of anything. Like, there probably is, but I don't think that it's there in stock. It is not available. Closest one where things are available. Where is that? Closest one is Narrow Warren, which is obviously Eastern Melbourne, sorry. Nah, don't worry about it. That's a later down the line thing. Right, we're riding that right now, so I'm going to back up off of that and I'm going to head off. Thanks everyone for coming by. I'm sorry that I couldn't make it all the way through to Darwin. Like I said, I'm already exhausted and really should have stopped at Mackay. But that's my own fault there. Well, it looks like people were paying attention because people are leaving. So anyway, thanks everyone for coming along. I'll see you again sometime real soon. Hopefully VATSIM will be up soon, but I can't promise anything. So I'll see you again some other time. Until then, take care everyone. Ciao.